Watermelon season.
Oh man, I feel so lucky. Okay, can I get 2?
2.
Which ones are so the $10 ones? I guess those are the bigger ones.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how do you pick out a good one?
I know.
Can you tell me some secrets?
Well, here's the thing, which I know there's not on here bad because I checked them before, but this is what you do. I'm going to get yours.
Thank you so much.
People, they got a myth about the bottom, which is a myth. How you tell a good watermelon? You've been in band or anything like that? When you were in school, you know, you're the
long
band.
time ago.
Okay, but at the same time, you've heard of. Bueno, este es 10, el 8, yeah, and no semilla.
It's very good. Very good.
And mucho dulce, dulce mucho. Okay, but
okay, so
you've heard a tenor drum.
Yes, okay.
Okay, this is what you were here to tell a good watermelon. You hear that? It sounds like a tenor drum.
Uh-huh.
Now, a bad watermelon would have a thump. It would sound like a bass drum. Boom.
That's it. That's the tip. Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
People say, well...
I'm getting a lesson. Sorry, I think he wants.
People says, oh, well, you look for the belly. The belly.
Yeah,
this is,
the sunspot.
This is not a sunspot. This is where the watermelon sits in the field. That's where the sand that it grows on comes from. This is the bottom of the melon. This is your top of the melon. Now, this melon looks like this here because part of it was out in the sun and not up under the leaves on the vine.
Okay.
But it's an excellent melon. Tastes just as good as that or better because it's bigger for one.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But
okay, I'm gonna remember that.
Always listen for the tenor drum.
Tenor drum. Thank you so much.
Okay,
yeah.
now if you hear say doop,
like a thud.
Deep, don't buy it.
Deep bass, no.
Don't buy it.
Okay.
It's no good.
Okay. Wow, I haven't heard that tip. Thank
no
you.
Good. Well, I'll give you the tip on picking a good watermelon.
Thank you so much.
You hear that melon sound he just tapped over there?
Yeah.
Sound like a tenor drum. Good melon. The meat is solid all together.
I love it.
When it sounds like a bass drum, the meat is mushy, all separated.
Does the color here matter?
Here?
Does this matter? No, that doesn't matter.
That's just like the
That's
tip.
the stem.
The stem grows here. All right, y'all.
This doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The stem comes here. These was picked fresh yesterday morning.
Okay.
I picked these up about.
And one more thing, the webbing. Some people say the webbing matters. It's going to be sweeter. What do you think? Have you seen that?
I've always said the ugliest one is the sweetest one.
The ugliest one is the sweetest.
That's what I've always said. Because every ugly one I've always eaten is always super sweet. Yeah.
Ugly meaning like this?
Like this.
Yeah, some people say the webbing. I'm obsessed with watermelon, so I just learned so much. Wow. Okay, thank you so much. I never heard these tips before.
Well, the average person won't spend time to tell you.
Yeah.
Me, I want my customers to know. A lot of people as well, when you say you love watermelons, a lot of people like to seed it.
I love the seeded, yes.
Yeah. That is garbage.
Why?
They take the seeded to grow these. And when they pollinate these with the seeded melons, it takes the sweetness away from that seeded melon.
Oh, did you hear that? They
don't be as sweet because the sweetness has been drawn to make these so sweet. Okay.
That makes sense.
So
wow.
They use the seeded to grow these.
See your shirt? Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
They use the seeded melons to grow. Yeah. Seed.
That's why these are sweeter.
That's why they're sweeter because they take and drain all the sweetness.
Yeah.
It's just like a lady having a babe. When the baby is born, she breastfeeds him, and as that baby suckles on her breast, it drains her body to where she needs rest, and that's what these do. These are the babies
of the seeded.
Wow. So it gains its strength.
Yeah.
It gains its sweetness. from there.
And one last question, I promise. The circle or the more longer ones, does it matter? Like you see how that one's more longer and then there's some that are more circle?
It doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's just how it
Okay.
grew.
Thank you so
it's just
much.
how it laid in the field and grew.
Where are you? Where is this?
This
How do
is
I?
6th Avenue and Davis Park.
Okay, 6th Avenue and Davis Park, guys. You got to come here. You got to check this out. Thank you so much. What's your name?
My name's Lester, but everybody call me Show.
Show? Okay, thank you so much.